So here's why I'm asking y'all. Look, I'm not asking just to be asking because I don't play. But bro, when you line up, what position you play? Linebacker. So who's trying to stop you from doing your job? Lineman. So when you look at those linemen, every time you see them, bro, I don't want you to see linemen. I want you to think about everybody that ain't gonna eat if they stop you. Who not gonna eat if they stop you? Who's not gonna eat?
My family.
Good. Give me some names.
My mama, my sister.
So I'm telling you, whoever my man is, if you just playing football, he might be able to stop you. If you playing for your mama. So I told you I was just where the other day, when I just came on the West Coast. What city did I tell you I went to? San Diego. Why did I tell you I went to San Diego? To buy a house. When I tell all my dudes in Detroit I'm buying a house in San Diego, what do they all say to me when I say I'm moving to San Diego? I'm moving out the hood. Yep, what else? Why? Because it's what? California is what? Expensive. So every time I tell somebody, they're like, you selling your crib in the D? I'm like, no, I ain't selling my crib. They said, what, I'm a pastor. Why would I sell my crib? I got to be here. So why are you going to California? Listen to me very closely. I just bought a house. I'm just going to tell you what the down payment was. Just to say you serious is probably more than what most humans make in a year. That was the down payment just to show, hold the house for me, I'm serious, until we can get you the rest. Somebody said, E, why would you do that? You can move anywhere. My girl got MS. And the one thing I know about MS, if it's too hot, inflammation, she can't walk. If it's too cold, inflammation, she can't move around. So when I look for a house, y'all, I didn't look for a house. I wasn't looking for a house. I just told you, it was too hot, it was too cold, so what was I looking for? Perfect what? Weather. Perfect weather is where? San Diego. It's the best in the world. Somebody gonna tell me, E, to get a good house, you gotta start at 2-point-some million. Who cares? This is for Dee Dee. This is for the girl when I was homeless in a high school dropout who took a chance on me. This is the girl whose father told me he ain't got a pot to piss in or a Windsor thought. He a thug. He's beneath you. Marry somebody who graduated from college. You don't want to deal with him. Her mom, how could you do this to me? I raised you in the church. You getting a kid that didn't even grow up in church. So I'm getting this crib for my girl. I don't care how much it costs. That's why I'm number one in the world. I'm not better than Tony Robbins. I might not be. Tony might speak better than me. Tony Robbins and Zig Ziglar, they might speak better than me. They may be smarter than me. They may come from a better background than me. But guess what? Dee Dee got MS. You will not outgrind me. You won't outgrind me. You can be smarter than me. You won't outgrind me. I'll get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and do videos. I'll do a video at 3 o'clock. I'll do a video at 2 o'clock. I'm putting out so much doggone content, they can't keep up. They smarter than me. They better than me. I admit, I got a GED. I ain't the smartest person in the world, but I get up and do this for Dee Dee. I do this every day for Dee Dee because of what Dee Dee did for me. I do this for my kids. My daddy wasn't there. I do this for my family. You can't stop me. The reason why some of you can be stopped because you're doing it for yourself. And guess what happens when you get tired? When you grinding, grinding hurts. Grinding is a sacrifice. Grinding costs. When you're grinding and your body tell you you hurt, when you're doing it for you, you stop. Yep. When you hurt, you stop. When you feel pain, you stop. When you're tired, you stop. When you're disappointed, you stop. When somebody get in your ear, you stop. And somebody get in your ear who ain't even here. Y'all got dudes in your ear that don't even play for this team. Y'all got people back at home in your ear that don't even play on this team. All right, let me stop, because some of y'all, for real, raise your hand. You got folks in your ear telling you stuff that you should be doing while you're here, who not only don't play on the team, they don't even play football in D1. Let me see your hand real quick. Get them out your ear. Here's what I need you to do for me. I need you to get mama in your ear, sister in your ear, grandma in your ear, your community in your ear. Where's my man? He had my book. Where is he? Can I see that book real quick? I want to show you something real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick. All right, man, you can't hardly see it. Man, but you see this hat right here, right? This is white. Is this hat white? No. Nope. This hat is the Detroit Tiger hat. This is what I wear every time I do a book because I'm from the D. So every time I do a book, I wear the Detroit hat. Why? So kids from the D, when they see the book, go, yo, if he could be a homeless person, if he could be a high school dropout, and he could do it, I could do it. So listen to me very closely. The grind, if you ain't doing it for somebody other than yourself, every time you get sick, every time you get hurt, every time you feel exhausted, you know what you're going to do? You're going to quit. So write down real quick on that piece of paper for me, or take your phone out and write down the 4 people you're doing it for. I want you to see it. I want you to put your grandma picture on the wall, in the locker room, in your bedroom, in your car, on your scooter, on your phone. I want you looking at your grandma every single day, because your grandma is going to motivate you in a way that nobody else can motivate you. All right, so let's make sure we're clear on that. So number 1, you can't grind to the highest level if you're doing it for yourself. All right? Is that understood before we go to the next one? Is that clear? Yes, sir. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Good. Number 2, listen to me. We talked about it. But let me tell you something. I want you to embrace the grind. All right? Embrace the grind. Y'all got to talk back to me. All right? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Embrace the grind. 1, 2, 3.
Embrace the grind.
1, 2, 3.
Embrace the grind.
Come on. 1, 2, 3.
Embrace the grind.
Embrace. Somebody tell me what embrace means. Yeah. Good. So, a young lady called me and wanted me to speak at this conference called the Millions Conference. I was like, ooh, the millions? What's that all about? She's like, well, I empower women of color to see themselves as millionaires and help them to become their own CEOs. So I was like, all right, bet. Start praying about it. I came up with a message, right? Here's the message I came with. Anybody ever heard the story of Ruth? I know this is some crazy stuff. Anybody raise your hand? You heard the story of Ruth before, right? Crazy, right? So I'm reading the story of Ruth, and watch what happens. So there are two women, and this lady's like, look, my husband died, your husband's died, I ain't got no money, I'm going back to my homeland, y'all can leave. Right? This is what she's telling them, like, y'all can go. So both of them was like, yo, we ain't going nowhere, like, we with you, girl. And then she was like, nope, I can't have no more children, I don't have nothing to give y'all, I'm just burnt out, right? So there was 2 of them, listen to me very closely, embrace the grind. Embrace the grind. There were 2 of them. One of them names was Oprah and the other one was Ruth. Like, there's no such thing of a book of Oprah. There's no such thing of that. But there is a book of Ruth. Are you hearing me? Now I need you to hear what I just said. There are 2 women. We only hear about one woman for a couple sentences. We don't hear about her no more. But then another woman, the whole book is named after her. Watch what happens. Go home and read it when you get a chance. The lady says for the 3rd time, go home. Don't stay with me. And one lady said, bet, peace, I'm out. The other one, it said, she clung to her. She embraced her and said, I ain't going nowhere, and don't you tell me to go nowhere again. I'm staying with you. Your God will be my God. Your people will be my people. And that's the embrace I'm talking about. I'm talking about the embrace where you embrace Texas A&M. This ain't about football no more. You embrace this program. You embrace what coach tells you to do. You do not fight what he's telling you to do. You embrace everything, even if you don't understand it, even if you ain't feeling it. All right, let's stop real quick. We got to stop again. How many of you, when the coach or the coaching staff say something that you ain't really feeling, that you sometimes like, I ain't feeling it, and it shifts your attitude and it shifts your effort? Just be real. Let me see your hand. Just be real. Come on, be real. Hands high. Don't be doing this. Everybody's stunting coaches right now. Be real. Raise your hand high. So watch this. There's no way we're going to go 12-0, 15-0, and we're not embracing. Ruth said, I'm going to cling to you when you have absolutely nothing to give me. I'm going to give you. So where it starts is you give the world your free stuff. You give all your stuff out. And then the world, when you embrace the world and give out all your content for free. They told me, E, why are you giving your stuff out for free? I said, I'm giving it all away for free. I will embrace this gift. I'm going to give it to the world. And I woke up one day, I was doing D1 stuff. I woke up one day, I was doing the NFL. I woke up one day, I was doing the NBA. I woke up one day, guys, I'm getting paid to do commercials. I got a Wingstop commercial. This is how I knew I blew up. This is how I knew I blew up. My grandma called me. Baby? I said, yes, Grandma. Is that you on the Wingstop commercial, baby? I said, yeah, that's me, Grandma. And I didn't even have to go in the studio. They took my stuff off YouTube and put my stuff on a commercial. The only thing they asked me to do was come in the studio and go, taste it. It's chicken. They said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, dipping the french fries. I'm like, what is this? And then at the end, I go, taste it. When I signed that check, it paid for my daughter to go to college. The same stuff I put out for free. Meek called me when he got, matter of fact, Meek didn't even call me. We was at the Super Bowl in Houston. I'm walking through the mall with my wife. I see Meek. Meek like, what up, E? I ain't never met Meek before, but Meek like, what up, E? I'm like, what up? Bro, I fooled with you, bro. When I was in prison, bro. You see what I'm saying? You just put the free stuff out. You make a commitment. You don't ask the other person to make a commitment. When you embrace something, I don't embrace it because you embrace it. I don't embrace it because you embrace it. I don't embrace it because you're giving me something. I embrace it because as a man, I made a commitment. I signed my name on it. My name on the back of the jersey. My number. I made a commitment. And I just put my stuff out. And Meek was like, yo, E, bro, you got me through, bro. Them dark, cold sales, E. I was just listening to your stuff over and over and over again. I'm like, that's what's up, young bro. That's what's up. Peace. A month later, I got a phone call. Hey, E, we want to sign a contract with you. I'm like, what's up? Me coming out with wins and losses, and he wants to open up his album with your stuff. I'm like, ooh, how much that cost? How much? What we get? He's like, don't worry about it. We'll give you a check, and every time it play. Can I be real? The reason why we can't get to 12-0, the reason why we 9-4, okay, let me say this, because it might have been like some gorillas or something y'all played last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be disrespectful, because I don't really know the game like that. The four might have been like some King Kong, you know what I'm saying? Like underhuman dudes that came up off in this joint. It wasn't? Okay, okay, I didn't know. To help me out. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't watch the game like that, so I'm just thinking some like non-human dudes came here. Did we lose any at the crib? How many did we lose at the crib out of this 4? Good, I love it. We only lost 1. Let's erase that. So at least we know one thing. We can get the zeros by not letting nobody come up off in this joint. Is that clear? Can we, come on, I said commitment. Can we at least to commit that we gonna protect this house? Can we commit to that? No, come on, don't play with me. Some of y'all still ain't talking. You still ain't committed. What you looking at? This is about you. I get to leave. I ain't got to suit up. I didn't make the commitment. You made the commitment. You told coach that you was gonna come here and do X, Y, and Z. I didn't make the commitment. You made the commitment. You the one wearing the jersey. You walking through here seeing Hall of Famers. You eating like you going to the pros. All this say pros. All this say pros. I told you 120%. Be honest. Who's giving 120%? You ain't got no more to give in this program. Let me see your hand. You have absolutely like, E, I don't got no more to give. Let me see your hand. Good. Who said I'm giving 100? I'm doing everything the coach and staff asked me to do, and I ain't questioning them. Good. All right, so let's go. Be honest. Don't play with me. 90, E. I'm giving about 90%. Let me see your hand. I'm giving about 90%. Don't look around for nobody else. If you're giving 90, you're giving 90. I'm giving 80%. Let me see the 80%. I'm giving 80%. Good. Let me see the 70. I'm giving 70%. All right, so watch this. You just told me you're giving 80%. Let's do the math. You're giving 80%. Let's break this down. I got one more thing. I'm letting you go. How many of these games out of the 4 did you lose by less than 10? Three. The other one, how much did you lose by? 20, you said? 20 points? Oh, the one I'm saying. 20 something. All right, so good. So we still had a chance to go 11 and 1. I want to show y'all 12 and 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. I told you I didn't play. Thank you. 12 and 1. That's a chance. 12 and 1, we could get to the, so I just want to show y'all something real quick. Got one more thing, I'm letting you go. Watch this. So if you lost 3 by less than 10 and you gave me 80%, did they beat us or did we beat ourselves? And I can't live with that, bro. I can't live with that. The 20-point boy, I'm just going to be real. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? 20-point boy, we might have had a bad day collectively. A lot of stuff could transpire, right? I take the L. You don't always win just because you play. But when you lose by 10 points and you told me you gave 80%, had you just went up to 90, 95%, you could have took all 3 of those and turned those into 12. Yes or no? Yes. I just want you to see it because I get to go home. All right, so now how many of y'all, one more, be honest, you said 80%. Let me see your hands. I just want to see your face. Hands down. You said 70%. Let me see your face. Come on, 70%. Okay, so when you go eat, do they give you 80% food? So yo, bro, you get to get the burger with no steak. Only chicken for you today. And vegetables. Don't eat. No, I'm being for real. I'm not playing. Do you get 80% of your shoes? Oh, what I'm saying. Do they give you like you're going to get 80% with this, the left shoe going to be halfway and the foot out, but then we're going to get you the whole boy on this side. Really, you ain't got your hoodie without the hood? Hoodie without, I'm just being real. So they giving you 120 and you giving 80. Like, yo, just man to man. I'm not comfortable with that. And that's what I want to challenge you on today. So we gonna grind for somebody other than ourselves. We're gonna embrace the grind, right? We're gonna embrace the grind, right? And then after we embrace the grind, right? We're gonna next level grind. Right? And watch this. Here's what I want to show you next level. So what next level means, what next level means is you take a thing that somebody gives you and you take it to another level. That's what next level means. All right. So here's what I love about life. So my father-in-law, who wasn't even in my wife's life, my man wasn't even like that. My man was a playboy. He wasn't even there. He picked my wife up every other weekend and take her to his wife that my wife's mama didn't even know he was married at the time. And so the stepmama watching my wife, he ain't even watching the wife, but he gonna dog me out and tell me what I am, right? I'm the #1 motivational speaker in the world. I take good care of her. She ain't worked in years. Watch this. This is what I love. I love when I see my man. I'm a Christian, bro. I ain't playing. I love the Lord. But when I see my man, every time I see my man, it's only 2-3 times a year. We might see him when somebody graduate, nephew, niece graduate. Every time I see my man, I look my man right in his face. Like, bruh, you told me, you remember what you told me? I was a thug. I wasn't this and that. You gave me your daughter this way. I'm giving her back to you this way. You gave her to me with some trust issues. You gave her to me hurt because you wasn't in her life. Now look at her. She the first lady at the church. She killing the game. Look at what you gave me. You gave it to me like this. 30 years later, she like this. Some of y'all ain't got no pride. They gave you the program this way. Some of you ain't even take it to the level that the dude who played before you took it. Like, you ain't even take it to that level, but you walking around here with the jersey like you committed. You getting all the pub that go with it. You calling the crib like I'm the man. You go home, you walking around with your stuff on. I play for the team. You get on the bus. You get on the bus, you go eat like you all of that in a bag of chips, but you give it 80%. Listen to me, as a man, when somebody gives you something, it is your responsibility not only to keep it where it was, but if you true that beast, if you true that dog, everybody want to be a beast until it's time to do what real beasts do. Everybody want to go to 12 and 0. Everybody want 15 and 0. You won't go to no school. You probably go to a D1 school that's barely a D1 school, and they sitting up there talking about we going to the championship. Everybody, I've never seen a team go, we number 3. Ha ha. 3, what up? We number 5. Every team I've ever seen said they was what? Till it was time to make a commitment. Till it was time to grind. Till it was time to get up and practice at 3 o'clock in the morning before everybody else practiced, to be the first one there, the last one there. And so watch this. I left the world in a better place than when I got here. My father wasn't in my life. My grandfather was. I left the world in a better place. When I die, listen to me, I don't care what people say. I got a group of people that I minister to. When I die, those 2,000 videos still going out. Those books still going to be here. Those mixtapes, they still going to be here. When I leave, people will still be pumped up, motivated, and inspired.
Is not just about talent or luck. It's about hard work, dedication, and the willingness to embrace the grind. The grind is where champions are made. It's where become dreams reality. Are you ready to embrace the grind? The grind is where excuses go to die. It's where you push past your limits, break through barriers, and prove to yourself what you are truly capable of. It's not glamorous, it's not easy, but it's necessary for growth. The grind is where dreams take shape. It's where you put in the work day in and day out, even when no one is watching. It's about consistency, perseverance, and refusing to give up, even when the going gets tough. The grind is where passion meets purpose. It's about doing what you love, even when it's hard. It's about embracing the challenges, learning from the failures, and coming back stronger than ever. Embrace the grind because it's not just about the destination. It's about the journey, the sweat, the tears, and the late nights. It's about the person you become along the way. So don't shy away from the grind. Embrace it, own it, and watch as it transforms you into the person you are meant to be. you.